I want you to imagine this. It's a 2026 and you open your crypto app and your small SRP pack is suddenly worth of 3x or even a 5x more than today. Now this is not guaranteed, but if you understand the news and the roadmap and you invest with the plan, the SRP can become a powerful part of your long-term portfolio. In this video, I'm gonna give you my honest view on SRP for 2026, the latest news you must know, and simple strategy to invest and aim for profit without acting like a gambler. Stay till the end because I'll also share my personal style of entering and taking a profit in SRP. First, let's talk about where SRP is today before we jump to 2026 target. Right now, most price models see SRP trading roughly in the $2 zone going in 2026, with some technical forecast expecting it to move in a band between 2 and little above $2 if the market stay normal. Not crazy bullish or super bullish. But here is the interesting part. Some more aggressive 2026 forecasts, especially from the crypto analytics who are bullish on adoption. Possible range of around 5 to even $8. And in the extreme cases, the target going upward toward 10 to $15 if everything goes right for a Ripple and wider market. So gap is huge from $2 on the low side to maybe the $8 on the high side. That's why an investor, you and I cannot think in guarantees. We must think in scenarios. So let's break down of 2026 scenario, the way I look at them. So you can think like a planner and not like a gambler. First, a consecutive cases. The SRP stays in a tight range, maybe between $2 and $3 if crypto is slow. Regulation is boring and there is no big new hype wave. In the base case, my realistic zone is SRP follows a new crypto bull run and benefit from more real world use and finds a zone somewhere between $3 and $6 in 2026. In the moon case, if institutional and tokenization, a real world asset, stablecoin, and an ETF all explode together. Some model says 8 to 10 plus dollar could be the touch in blow up top. Remember, these are prediction, not promise. My job in this video is not to tell you SRP will be exactly this much dollars, but my job is to help you to build a plan so that SRP moves into this higher range and you know how to position yourself and how to take profit. Now, why other people are even talking about higher SRP price in 2026? Because of the news and fundamental and not just the memes. First, I will say Ripple and its partners are pushing hard on real world asset tokenization. One example I can give you is Ripple has been working with regulated players like Archers and targeting more than $1 billion in tokenization asset on SRP ledgers by around May 2026. This means more value, more volume, and more reason for big money to touch SRPL. The second thing is a Ripple launched a dollar stablecoin called RLUSD on the SRP ledger, which quickly grew past $1 billion in market cap within or about a year. This stablecoin is important because it can be used for the fast payment as a base asset to trade tokenization asset on XRPL. And the third news, or the third thing I will tell you, on the top of that, the big exchange like Gemini and have added support for RLUSD on the SRP ledgers with near instant settlement and low fees and even staking option with yield. This kind of move shows that serious and regulated platforms are building on top of the SRP ecosystem. All this doesn't guarantee a price, but it builds a strong story, more utility, and more on-chain activity, and better long-term case for SRP. So why 2026 could be the key year for you guys? So a, a, a full crypto cycle after the Bitcoin halving plays out by then, and also the Ripple tokenization and stablecoin plans hitting a real scale around 2026 with that $1 billion plus target in tokenized asset on SRPL, and also more institutional tools like ETFs and regulated products pushes extra demand for assets and connected to the serious payment and settlement network. So when you hear people say SRP is $5 to $8 in 2026, they are not just dreaming. They are thinking it's to be a microcycle, tech adoption and institution product. But still no one knows the exact number. So you need a risk managed plan. So now let's talk about what you probably came here for, how to invest in SRP and try to make a profit in a smart way. Here is a simple step-by-step flow, and I would suggest to the beginners. First, choose a trusted exchange. Pick a big, regulated exchange with a strong security features like 2FA and cold storage, audit, and bug bounce. Example included top global platform like Hurricane and other major billion, a well-known exchange, in your region, I will say. Then create complete KYC properly, turn on two-factor authentication, never share your codes. Then fund your account, deposit using your bank transfer, your debit card. Maybe always check your fees before you click on confirm. Then instead of putting all money in at once, you can use dollar cost averaging. For example, split your planned amount into weekly and monthly buy. This reduces the risk of buying the exit on top. If you are long-term holders, consider secure non-custodian wallet, hardware wallet so that your SRP is not sitting on exchange all the time. So now let's talk about now let me share a simple profit taking strategy that matches this 2026 prediction range. And this is how I could think if I was building a long-term SRP position. First, decide your time of frame. Here, we are talking mainly about 2026. That means you are ready to hold ups and downs for at least 1 to 2 years. Second, create a zone, not a match number. Using this range we saw earlier, we could mark first target zone will be $3 to $4. Second target zone will be $5 to $6. And optional move target about that if the market goes crazy, maybe $8 to $10. Third, scale out, don't sell everything at once. Go. So when SRP first reaches your $3 to $4 zone, you can take maybe 20 to 30% profit. If it's run towards 5 to 6, you can take 20 to 30%. Anything left in your moon bag, which may either have a higher or sell, that's on a trend basis. You can place stop loss order below important support level so that if the market crashes, you loss will be limited. For example, if you entered around $2, you might put a stop loss somewhere below comfort zone so that one bad move doesn't wipe you out. This is a way if SRP does not hit the top of those wild prediction, You are still locking in profit as it climbs instead of just watching paper gain, then carrying when the market dumps. So there is one thing you must hear from me clearly. SRP is still volatile crypto asset. It can have big tips, 20 to 40% correction even during an overall uptrend. So here how I think about this risk. Only put your money into SRP that you are ready to hold through the heavy volatile. Only put my then do not go all in one coin. That's many investors do usually. Even if you love SRP, you need to keep a part of your portfolio for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoin. Never borrow money or use crazy leverage just because someone on the internet said SRP to the moon. If SRP reaches $5 to $8 zone in 2026, even a small steady position built over time can give you a strong return. If this if it doesn't, your life should not be destroyed because of this expected ratio, I would say. So here is my straight advice to you as someone who followed SRP very closely. So SRP has real fundamental, fast payment, growing stable connectivity, and serious plan for tokenized real world asset on the SRP ledgers around 2026. Price prediction for 2026 is range is from $2 on the low side, 5 to 8, or even a higher uh, in $8, even very bullish scenario. But nothing is guaranteed. Your job is not to guess the exact top. Your job, I will say, and safely respect the risk and protect your capital. Set a profit zone. Actually, take profit when the price hit them. So if you do this, then whether SRP hit $6 or $4 or $8, you are not just dreamer. You are very disciplined investors. If you want more videos like this, just subscribe the channel and let me know, guys. Thank you so much for watching.